I've never done anything multicam before. Like the energy is crazy and it just fuels you. It's not too often that I have a literal version of me on paper.
A credit card when I was 16 is like, you have to build your credit score. I would go to build my credit. I would pay for all my friends when we go to watch movies. My friends were like, we'll pay you back in cash, but I would keep the cash. So my dad would be literally, my dad was supporting 5 people.
I did a play in high school about like eating disorders, and people would come up to me afterwards and be like, you're perfect as you are, and like you should be eating. And I was like, no, I'm not really anorexic, but I just looked anorexic. But that was also my like gateway into like, acting.
Life isn't fair. And like this applies to you, like you're acting, and I'm sure a lot of your friends are not working. Whatever, you know, we're in Hollywood. Life isn't fair. You cash in, you work as much as you want. If they die by the wayside, so be it. This is Hollywood. What's going on, guys? My name's Tarun, Shetty. Welcome to the Convo Sutra. I am so happy for this episode. We got a fantastic show, but before we start, let's do a quick intro for our audio listeners.
Hi, my name is Priya Mehta. I'm a comedian, actor, and producer, and I'm so excited to be back, Tarun.
Yay.
I'm Pritesh Shah, actor, comedian, producer. Always good to be back.
I'm Chandni Shah. I'm an actress and dog trainer and rock climber, I guess. And I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the Convo Sutra.
This is awesome.
You're a dog trainer?
Super random, yeah.
Wait, so tell us about that.
Okay, so I started...
I love dogs. He has a dog.
You have a dog?
We're dog lovers.
Wait,
yeah.
what kind of dog?
I grew up with a Shih Tzu for 15 years.
I have a Shih Tzu.
Stop.
Her name
What's
is
his name?
Bubbles.
Bubbles?
She's like 19.
This started off quick.
She's like 19. She's like really like...
You have a 19-year-old dog?
19-year-old Shih Tzu, Lhasa Apso. My mom's going to India for Thanksgiving. She's like, can you take care of her? She's like, you need to come take care of her. You need to watch her. And I'm like,
How's she doing though?
She's good.
Oh, wow.
She looks
Wait,
like
the dog's
she's
19?
3. Yeah.
You're like 20 or something. When you get this dog, when you're a baby, you're like walking the dog.
I was like 4th grade.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
I have a 14-and-a-half-year-old Maltipoo named Bella.
Oh my
Bella's
God.
14?
And a half.
Bella.
Yeah, she's closer to, she'll be 15 in April.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and also
looks
people
great.
think she's like 4.
Yeah, she looks like a little puppy.
Everyone
I
thinks
know, I don't want
Bubbles.
to keep saying that.
Yeah.
No,
I want a dog.
I met Chandni like, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
On a film.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Korea, and all of us. So this is pretty recent, but she's super talented, really cool. And I know that she had booked the Zarna Garg pilot, and I saw that because obviously Rizwan's my friend. Rizwan's played my dad in a film I made, and so it was just a small world. And met her on set, and she's super talented, super cool, fellow Gujarat actress. I was like, this would be awesome to have her
Gujarati
on.
connection right here.
Yeah.
Gujaratis in the house.
you, baby.
Yeah.
I see like 1 a month these days, so it's nice to see 2 a month.
Yeah. But it's kind of cool, interesting too, because I feel like when we started a while ago, it was like the old school way where you came in, you got good representation, you audition all the time, you hopefully land a gig, and in this weird time, you're still doing that, which is neat. Remember, I was telling you, because you're young, you have good rep, you're auditioning all the time. Most people are not auditioning at all and can't get representation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you kind of have like the last...
You were on set and you were running lines for something that you were about to go audition for. Like that's, I was like, oh, okay, she's working. Like, she's in it.
I try to research everybody. You have so many short films up. I couldn't even keep track. I was like, does this girl say no to any like parts? Like how many roles does this girl do? Like, I was like, I can't watch all this. But you've done so much work, and then all your commercials. Like, how many commercials have you done?
15 maybe?
That's
Wow.
incredible.
That's insane. That's amazing.
Yeah, I want to hitch myself to your bandwagon and just ride the
blessed.
rocket ship. Because that's impressive.
My senior year of college, I was like, okay, I'm here for... Also, I went to a Chapman, so it was all short. It was all my friends' short films, and I was like, I want to do that and that and that. But my senior year, I was like, okay, I finished almost all of my majors. I'm going to pick acting or these majors, and I decided, okay, I'm just going to go 100,000% in acting. Didn't really cared what happened with school. School still ended up well, but yeah. And then I just started going for commercials.
And you were from Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were like, I'm going to come to Hollywood?
I'm going to come to Hollywood, and I'm going to be like a biochem major. And then I think last second,
You
I'm
did
like,
biochem?
yeah, I was going to do biochem. I went into...
The Gujarati was still in you.
Yeah. Oh, it was like literally I had like my family friend that helped me with my college essays, and I was going to go to UC Berkeley, do biochem, become a vet. And then like 2 minutes before she walked out of the door from being in my house for maybe like 4 hours talking to me about college, she like stopped. She's like, you know what? I take everything back. I think you should be an actress. And I was like, wait, what? And my mom was like, what? And
No.
no, she's like, please, God, no. And then, yeah, I went to Chapman and did screen acting, psychology, and Spanish because my parents were like, you cannot just have an acting major.
Wow.
But it was fun.
We talked about having a backup plan, right? On the show. Did we talk about this?
But she doesn't need a backup plan.
Exactly, yeah.
She does not need a backup plan.
Not at all. But she has one.
No, but it's good to be well-rounded. I mean, do you feel like all this experience though is helping you with your acting?
Yeah, for sure. I think doing something outside of acting helped because I got to meet more people in college, and psychology, I mean, goes really well with acting, and just LA.
But how do your parents feel about all this?
I think it's funny. My mom was always pretty supportive, but my dad was always like, acting? Really? You really want to do that? And then when I booked the pilot, I feel like they have so many opinions about so many things, and they may or may not be against it. But as soon as like an Indian that they are a fan of is involved,
That's the validation you need.
Actually, well, if it's Zarna, I think it's just different. It's different. It's not
We've
like,
talked about this. Yeah,
it's
only if you're
different.
validated.
Yeah,
they jump.
only-
They love
yeah.
you.
It's just different. You know, that's like different. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
You're saying, like, so it's like you're talking about like through someone else, then you feel worthy of it.
Yeah, or they feel like it's okay. Like anything.
It's similar to me. I opened for Zarna Garg a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And that was like the first big comedian I've gotten to open for. So I think after like when that happened, my parents have always been supportive, but they were like, because they're fans of Zarna Garg. So they're just like, oh, this is great. Like I'm like, okay, cool. It's a little bit of validation. You need that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Wait, are you from LA?
No, I'm from Jersey.
Okay. Wait, my dad's from Jersey.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what's up. Huh? What?
Maybe
Wow,
they
Guja and Jersey connection.
Yeah.
Crazy. Where's
Yeah.
your dad from?
India. Like old school. My
Well,
parents.
no, my dad's from India, but like,
where my parents live in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
We talked about this.
Yes, that's
I'm glad
right.
you remember. It's fantastic. I thought we had good conversation, but this shouldn't remember anything about my life.
just weren't memorable.
Yeah, not memorable, clearly. No, you know what's so funny is that I did, like, when I came here, I have accounting background. I don't think it was until I was booking a lot of commercials and I got the condo that my parents kind of relaxed a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's before that, I'm not trying to be like gender based on it, but I think as a man too, they're like, you need to be a provider. So there's more, like my dad just tells me, like when we used to travel, my dad was just like, this vacation costs $25,000. That's what you need to do with it. I'm like, oh, all the time. Every time we go, my dad, he would only tell me. He would just be like, he would pull me aside. He's like, you know how much this costs? I was like, no, how much? He goes, yeah, this vacation is 42 grand. That's how much you need to take a family. That's what you need to take a family out. I'm like, dude, I'm stressing. Like 42, like damn.
No, but I had the same thing because my mom, I feel like I never achieved success for my mom. She never got to see it, but she had the fear of God in her. And I still have that. Like I'm going to, die under a bridge,
Wait, what did you say? She had the fear of what?
I want to paint my mom in a great picture, but she was just made sure that we had stability, in her house. And I feel like sometimes when I spend money or something, if I plan stuff, I don't over leverage myself and buy this thing because I don't want to be screwed in 5 years. Maybe it's the Indian thing in me.
Yeah, I have like a weird fear of money with that, and my dad just.
So I'm wondering, am I like that, or is that because my mom passed down to me?
For sure.
Don't you feel like in Indian culture in general, I can't speak of everyone's family, but I feel like there is a lack mentality when it comes to money. Like it's like this. And the thing is, like, most Indian people do really well. And they have, our parents. Like, we're the number one. But it's so funny, we grow up, it's like, I remember that in college. Like, my dad would give me $2,000 to buy books like it was nothing. But if I ate at Chipotle and I spent $5, like, because of you, they're going broke. Yeah. And I'm like, that was a burrito. So it's like the priorities. And I do that in my stand-up. I'm like, it's like, but if it was anything education, it's like $100,000 paid, right?
Yeah.
But for anything else, I think it's like, we also have guilt on, like, our idea of money. Like we'll spend money if it's an investment or something, but we have a hard time spending money on things that we just feel like it's fun or like we want to enjoy it because like we have that guilt in the back of our head. Like, should I? This is a bad move, but there's no return on this,
I was spoiled. My mom would give me the credit card. She's like, go buy whatever you want.
No way.
What do you mean? Like anything?
Yeah, she was so happy to see me when I came back. I was living in New Hampshire. I'd come back. She's like, go shopping. Here, take the credit card. Do it. Buy whatever you want. My mom was great like that.
What about in like high school?
high school even, I mean,
You're the middle child. I get it.
I went to boarding school. I was spoiled. Anyways.
No, but I was too. I'm the eldest.
Yeah.
So my dad gave me a credit card when I was 16. He's like, you have to build your credit score. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I used it for everything, but this is where I was a bad son. I would go to build my credit. I would pay for all my friends when we go to watch movies. And my friends were like, we'll pay you back in cash, but I would keep the cash. So my dad would be my dad was supporting 5 people from when I was like 16 to 20. He was literally supporting all my friends and me. Like, yeah, I'll pay you back. I just keep the cash. But he's like, you didn't pay me back. I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Like, dude, like, just pay this. Stop being so cheap.
You know what the greatest quote I've learned, and I've accepted this? Life isn't fair. And like this applies to you, like you're acting, and I'm sure a lot of your friends are not working. Whatever. You know, we're in Hollywood. Life isn't fair. No, honest to God, you cash in, you work as much as you want. If they die by the wayside, so be it. This is Hollywood. Life is not fair.
My dad always said life is tough.
Life is tough. It's not fair. And when you accept that, and so the advantages I have, I'm always like, life's not fair, and I've gone through a lot of suffering as well, but I'm going to enjoy the benefits that I do have in life.
Yeah.
So
I think, but that's weird. I mean, I appreciate you saying that, but I think there's this weird guilt that people expect you to have if you have something more than other people do.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I think it's awesome. I don't feel that way. I feel like when we did when him and I did the comedy show and the guy has a Rolex, I'm not in a position to buy a Rolex, but I'm not mad at him for having the Rolex. Like, do you, dude?
Yeah.
There was a Hublot watch. That watch was probably like $100,000. And I wasn't like, I was like, that's dope. I was like, let me see it. That's sick.
I think with my parents, I think my dad has this mentality, like I've worked so hard and I've achieved all of this success. So like I can splurge on the things that I want to splurge on. Like if he wants a nice car, this and that, like his mentality, of course it's like, my mom is very like, save every penny, save every dime, like coupons, this and that, which also is fine. But I appreciate, like, I think my dad is just more of like, I came here, I built this life, I built this family. So now, like, if I want certain things, if I want a luxurious vacation, like, that's okay. But it's because he's worked so hard.
Yeah.
You know?
My dad's like, if I want to get a shirt that's maybe like $60, he's like, well, have you checked Costco's prices? I'm like, oh, I didn't want to get a shirt from Costco. He will go out of his way, buy like 4 pairs of like $300 earbuds and justify trying out each one and maybe finding them or losing them in the house. But then, yeah, like getting guac at Chipotle is like, why we have guac at home?
Yeah.
Why don't you just save it and put the guac that we have on
hilarious.
You know, when we were kids, we could only eat out once a month at a restaurant, like out to eat. And then my dad would get us 1 soda that we'd all had to do.
Wow.
But this is crazy. But the craziest part was
4 straws.
4 stars. This was when we were kids, obviously, and it's not like we were poor at all. And then now it's like, it's funny. My dad's changed so much where he's a lot more open. We go on like these extravagant vacations,
that's nice.
go to really expensive restaurants. He drives a really nice car. I think he's learning to enjoy it. I've pushed him.
You have to.
Well, because my father was he's a great man. He sacrificed himself for everyone else.
I think that's what it is.
My mom likes to spend and do stuff. My dad would wear the oldest clothes. He'd drive the oldest car. It's like, dude, you are the one busting your butt. I'd be like,
My parents are opposite. My mom also loved clothes from like 12 years, and she was like,
but see, you need one.
Yeah, exactly.
If
you need
both
one.
are cheap, you're screwed. But if both spend money, you gonna be broke.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You need one.
Yeah.
That's very true. You need the balance. You need the balance.
Like, my mom never spent any money. She was very simple. But one of my friends, I've learned that from my mom, because my friend's got a lot of money. He's like on the older side. And he was like, oh, he's got a couple million. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to donate some to a kill shelter. And he doesn't have any kids or anything. And he's like, I'm going to give it to some kids. And I was like, dude, you got to get to zero. I was like, you should be spending some money where you're trying to, like, you want to die with like a zero balance. Like, spend some for yourself so you can enjoy, what you've worked hard to get.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he can still donate.
no, but I'm just saying, well, yeah, he can.
He's like, his friend's gonna give some money to a kill shelter. He's like, dude, buy a Corvette. What are you doing?
A Bentley. I said buy a Bentley.
Bentley. I mean, I know each Bentley kills 7 cows, but who cares? Hell with the kill shelter, you know?
Yeah, well,
I like Bentleys a lot too until I realize how many cows it takes to make one.
What?
Really?
That's a thing?
I think each Rolls Royce and a Bentley, with some of the Rolls Royce, because they're so plush and luxurious, it's like 7 cow hides.
Oh,
wow.
for
For one
those
car,
seats.
it's pretty
Damn.
wild. It's a lot. It changes your perspective a little. Tarun's like, get me 2.
you two kind of stand out to me because she's very personable.
And you're not.
No, but
that's not what this
I try to be very authentic, almost too authentic here. And sometimes they'll have like actresses on and they really don't know how to, like, they're kind of vapid. They're just kind of like, they suck in. I do like a pre-call with the guests, just like talk to them because they get scared. She was just on as soon as I talked to her. Like she had no fear. Like she was talking. Like she was like, da, 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 da. And I was like, wow, I can kind of see why you stand out in your self-tapes, your intros. Like you have this very bubbly personality by nature. I don't know if you realize that or not. And that's hard to do as an actress, because a lot of people, when you audition, you guys can speak to this. Producers, like they want someone who's cool on set as well, like someone you're going to fit in. You spend a lot of time with them. So I think you naturally have that. And I think that, I don't know much about you, but definitely stood out to me.
I have a lot of energy. Sometimes my brain is like, also. Yeah. So there's two ends of the bubbly spectrum. But you too, that's how I felt about you when I met you.
Yeah, we vibed immediately on set. Because I was like, oh, that girl's cool. I recognize her from Zarna's pilot. What's up?
Yes.
Like, it was good. Like, game show majama. Let's go. Let's be friends.
We were there. And then you, I was like, who is that? Why is he so weird?
Dude,
why am I so
I'm just
weird?
kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I'm kidding. We literally did. I think the first within like 30 minutes, you were showing me how to do a pull-up, and I was like,
that sounds about right.
I forgot. Yeah, we were talking about working out. She goes, I can't do it. I'm like, look, there was a pull-up. We're in like this mansion, by the way.
So nice.
It was really nice.
Where we're filming
was
this at this mansion in Anaheim Hills. Happens to be Sunil, who I've worked with so much. Like he has a lot of. I didn't know he upgraded his life like that. I've been to his family home so many times in Downey.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
He's so casual about it too.
Yeah, he's so casual.
Like,
He lived in this like house in Downey. He owns like a bunch of like urgent care clinics, right? Indian guy. I actually learned how to do acting in one of his urgent care clinics before I moved here. He had like this ad in the newspaper to teach comedy, like commercial acting. That's how I met him. So anyway, they found me, the cinematographer, like, we have this role, like, it's a funny part. You want to do this? I was like, cool, yeah, this is cool. I know the people. They're like, we're filming at this mansion. I got there. I'm like, oh, this is a good rental. Like, good job. They're like, this is Sunil's house. I was like, 11,000 square feet, like 10 bedrooms.
Like every room was like another house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's next level stuff, dude. Wow. 11,000 square feet. So it was this mansion. It was an incredible experience. It was fun.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see our scene, like that one chaotic scene that comes out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
The dancing.
Yeah.
How does it feel to go from like short films to like making a show for CBS?
Crazy. It was so surreal. I did what was crazy is the character that I was playing was like Chandni 2.0, because it was this girl who she went to Columbia, but she had this like anxiety thing.
You're the daughter in a family.
Yeah, I was a daughter, so I played Zarna's daughter. And I think the relationship that I had with her in the show is the exact relationship I had with my own mother. And it was, she deals with anxiety and like dealing with the stress of college and people, but also like parents. And it was just so, like, all the lines and fights that we would have in the show, I was like, I was having like trouble with a scene and for the screen test, because I was just thinking about it a lot. And then I called my mom a little bit before, and then we got in a little squabble, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I need to do for the screen test. And I just brought that in. I was like, perfect. And it was
Thanks,
cool.
Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
It's wild how like real life experiences will feel out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
How they connect just like that.
And sometimes I feel like with roles, always put yourself in the role, but you also want to put the right character for the audition. You can't always bring all of yourself in a role if that's not who the character is. And it's not too often that I have a literal version of me on paper. Just everything is so similar.
It's probably why you got it. Because obviously you can do it, but like there is no denying that they look for an essence.
Yeah.
You come in, you bring the voice that you have, the look that you have, the vibe. And they're like, that already works. Now can she act? And then you can act. And you're like, all right, this is a perfect
Did you like
combo.
that format? Do you want to do more TV or more film stuff?
Oh, so I've never done anything multicam before, and I hadn't done a lot of theater prior to acting for film and TV. So that was nice because multicam is very, like, there's an audience and you go through the...
Oh, it was a live audience.
Yeah, there's a live audience. They're super hyped up. There's like an MC and like a DJ.
I was trying to go. Remember I
It's like
told
a
you I was
whole
trying to go see the pilot and they cut off the line right when
I saw
so
you.
I was going to go see you.
I knew you. I would have been like...
And I was
Which is
"Get
like
over
rare
it."
now. Multicam's not as popular, so that's cool.
Yeah, and it was such a fun experience. There was so much energy and like the laughs. I don't know. I was really stressed about it before the actual taping because I had never been used to holding for laughs. And I was like, wait, but what if they laugh at this joke instead of this joke and I have the line? And then they kept saying, like, Rizwan actually was helping me through it. And he was like, you'll feel it. You'll just feel it on the day of. I'm like, okay, I'm going to feel it. And you feel like the energy is crazy. And it just fuels you throughout and I think we were filming the second day for 4 hours and we're just going scene, like the whole scene. Sometimes they'd cut, but I love it. I think I like both TV and I like the idea though of TV and you growing with the character throughout the seasons.
I find film so boring. I've done a few movies and I'm like, God, this is like going to the DMV. You're like waiting in the trailer all day.
Jeez, you have a way, Tarun, to just ruin
It's so boring.
freaking experience, bro.
It's so boring to me.
Come on.
Like, I like podcasting, but you know.
Hold on.
Tarun's like, I like my podcast the best.
I don't think are you saying,
I like my stuff.
Maybe
yeah.
you just didn't like the film that you were
Yeah.
working
No, I've done
on.
a few movies, and every time I'm in like a trailer for like 12 hours, I'm not like the lead in the movie, except for the one I made my own. But even then, I just feel like it's a different format. And
But you're in your trailer a lot when you're filming on TV too.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not, and you can be
I've
in the
never
trailer
done
for like 6 hours.
I've never done a multicam sitcom, so I wouldn't know.
It's cool.
Yeah, I've interned for some shows, but it looks cool.
Yeah. It's
See her happiness and appreciation. See the smile.
That's why she's
Tarun,
killing
Look at that.
in
It's
the
cool.
parking
I
there
can't
is
relate
so
to it.
nice too.
Priya, have you done anything like that?
No, I haven't. I'm more. I want to get into it for sure, but no, I haven't even. Yeah, I haven't done anything.
Well,
like
did you enjoy acting on the short film that you were all on?
I was a dancer, so
Okay. Did you enjoy that?
I didn't have any lines. I enjoyed it, but I still have to dive into like the short film aspect. So I haven't I've done like comedic stuff and like commercials, but
What does
nothing
Priya
like
want to do?
I want to do a mix of
Yeah.
things. I think a multicam live audience would be great. I'm just kind of like auditioning and working my way up right now, so I see it.
Wait, have you
I'll
done
manifest it?
theater before?
I did in high school.
Okay, but
yeah.
that's it. It's like I didn't realize how amazing theater was until I had a little tiny speck of it.
Yeah, I had a little glimpse of it. And I loved it, and then I in college it was more like dancing and stuff like that. But yeah, I can see myself in that for sure.
Yeah.
See, I'm used to that, and Tarun is too from stand up.
Yeah,
So from stand up, and you too, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're used to having like when you're getting that
Yes.
immediate feedback.
Yes.
I'd say, right? Especially when it's a laughter feedback. Maybe plays it's a little different because you're also pausing for like dramatic moments. I've only done one play.
Which play?
You did a play?
First of all,
When?
I don't want to get
Imagine you
into this
play.
because it's kind of embarrassing. When I was 16, before I was even trying to be an actor, I was a traveling actor for Planned Parenthood. So I got community service hours and I got paid. So I was just doing it to get into college. But we would put on plays where
It sounds like it was court ordered.
No, it wasn't. It was like a bunch of
Tell us.
actors. We had to write stuff and like we did one play which was like Real World, you know, like the show Real World on MTV.
Yeah.
We did one called Real World Vagina because we're educating kids on like sex and using condoms and diseases and stuff.
And you were
And for that, my character was penis.
Oh.
And then they would do the confessional, the other guy, and he'd be like, penis just keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, it was pretty ridiculous stuff. But I think it was the first time I was like, I kind of like acting.
Yeah.
I like being the penis.
Like, it was such a weird...
See, that made me like not want to do acting ever again. Be like, let me go back to graduate
But you know what I
school.
did learn from that was like we had to write our own comedic sketches. So I learned about writing and timing, and we would do like this. I know how to beatbox, so I would
Whoa.
beatbox. Not well. Just,
Oh, you can use a throat.
Okay.
yeah. So anyways, other people would like freestyle rap to people's questions and stuff, and it was interesting. It was
You know
a lot
what's
of
so
fun.
funny? I actually remember I did a play in high school about like eating disorders, and so I was like the anorexic girl, and we would go. I remember this, but it's coming back to me now. We go and perform this. Like one was anorexic, one was bulimic, and we would go and perform this in middle school for middle schoolers to like teach them about the awareness of it. And people would come up to me afterwards and be like, "I just want to let you know that you're not like you're you're perfect as you are, and like you should be eating. And I was like, no, I'm not really anorexic, but I just looked anorexic. But but that was also my like gateway into like acting. Like I'm like, oh wow. I mean, it was dark, but at the same time, I'm like, there was an awareness to it. And
it's so funny you guys both did plays about human
About
condition.
I was like, my sister was in acting class. Actually, I was young. I went to go support her, and they were like casting next door, like high schoolers to do this thing. And my dad or mom were like, my mom was always thought I was different. She goes, I can't imagine you doing anything else. So like, go do it. So I did it, and I was like, all right, I'll just be funny and like do stuff. And they're like, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
That's all. It was like really random.
Well, there are formative experiences in your life that actually do influence you later, I think. I did drama in high school, and I always feel like that was a good foundation to whatever I did now. Did you do anything like that when you were younger?
I tried to get into plays a little bit, and then what did I do? I did like, do you know ABC Mouse?
what is that?
It's like the learning company. They have it on like all the little library computers.
Hey, we're old.
Yeah.
Like,
We're like a decade old.
like just real quick. We're old.
It's
so
like,
like,
listen. I don't even like using the we're not old.
We're millennials.
We're millennials. There
Gen
you go.
Zer?
Okay?
You're a
I'm not-
millennial?
Yeah.
No, we're not,
Listen,
but-
I know
You're
I
a
look
Gen
really
Zer.
I look really Gen Z, but I'm young.
I'm a
I act
millennial.
young. I have a young
Millennial.
I'm
soul.
a millennial. Okay, first
I
of all,
I'm a millennial,
also
but like I
thought
have
you were
young
a Zoom.
vibes.
hey, relax. Okay, just explain to us.
The
what
mouse.
This is.
There's a mouse. It's like colorful letters. It's like a thing.
What is a mouse?
It's
I
like
have no idea.
it's like it teaches you about letters and math on the public
So that was
library.
kind of our Blues Clues, right? Would
Yeah.
that be
It's like a
similar to what we
computer- No,
had?
I swear,
Okay.
if I showed you the logo, you'd be like, oh, the mouse.
I think you.
So that's what you did.
Yeah, so that's what. So it was like I'm like, hi, I'm Chandni, and I'm going to teach you about chocolate, and I loved it as like a kid, or I guess I was 16, and then that kind of got me into just being on screen, and I think, so I think in my family there was a lot of feeling and suppression and focusing on studies, and when I got into any form of acting or class, they pushed it out of me so much, and they're like, you have to do it. And I had this one teacher that I like joined this class that I was a little too young for, and I was doing a couple scenes, and I finally did a scene that got very emotional, and it was like very close to something I had dealt with, and he was really funny. He was like, wow, I've never gotten a compliment from him. But he's like, that is the reason that we are not going to kick you out of this class.
No way.
And it was because I was just really young, and it was very cathartic. And I think experiences and like suppressing and then being able to have that come out in my work is cool.
Well, I think Priya can relate to that because you're a stand-up comedian. I've seen your stand-up.
Yeah.
You feel like you're transmuting your life in your stand-up?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like it's like a mix of storytelling. I'm like looking back on my past experiences, and it's so interesting. There was glimpses of now, like I'm looking back in high school of like what were some moments that stuck out to me that like encouraged me to, experiment more in entertainment and all this stuff. And there was, obviously the movie Mean Girls. There's that Indian dude, Kevin G.
Yeah.
Who does a rap for the talent show in
Yes.
the movie.
good.
And I was in high school at the time. I memorized that rap, and there was like this like mini talent show that went down in our school, and I did the rap. So I was like, oh yeah, like I vibe with him. I'm also a mathlete, and so I would do the rap, and people were like, this is so good. And then like after that, like I would just start like doing the rap, and then like I think that was one of the moments where I was like, oh, I'm kind of funny.
Yeah.
Man, you and Pritesh, his beatboxing, you rapping, you guys can
Wait,
do like
please,
a
can
two-man
we
show.
do like a
Do you want me to
thing?
do the rap?
Can we do it?
Should
Yes.
I do it?
I think
You know the
Okay,
rap.
wait. Beatbox, and I'll do it.
What's the beat I need to do?
It's like, yeah. Keep doing that. Ready? Hold on, I'll do it. All you sucker MCs ain't got nothing on me. From my grades to my life, you can't touch Kevin G. I'm a mathlete, so nerd is inferred. But forget what you heard. I'm like James Bond III, shaking not stirred him Kevin the poor. The G silent when I walk through your door. I make love to your woman on the bathroom floor. I don't play it like Shaggy. You know it was me. Because the next time you see her, she'll be like, oh, Kevin G. Happy holidays, everybody.
What?
How do you...
Can I have that as like my ringtone for everyone?
I haven't done that
Good
in
job.
so long, and I was like, as as you were talking about your experiences, I was like, oh my God, was that a moment
I
for me?
remember those words.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
That's a
remember all
long
those
time.
words.
When was the last time you did that?
Literally, I want to say
In the car
like,
on the way here.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I should do this. No, I want to say like years ago when I was just, also I saw a video of him online recently and he did like the extended version of the rap and that brought it back where I was like, oh my God.
That's
Kevin
incredible
G.
that you just recited that.
Yeah, I was literally like, wow, I remember, well, I just saw his video like a week ago. He like posted it online.
Well, I didn't know.
So
he was-
it brought back.
Did you hear his story? There was like something where he was so like fanatic about being in Life of Pi. That Indian actor.
Oh, really?
He like.
Oh.
I read this whole article and like how I hope I'm being correct here, but I believe it was Life of Pi. But I remember it was him, and like he gave everything to like get into it, meet the director, like and like he didn't get it, and like destroyed him. It like destroyed him.
Wait,
like
no
he gave everything
way. Are you
artistically to
talking
play
about-
that role.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then he didn't get into.
He didn't
Oh,
get it.
wow! I
Something
didn't
like
know that.
But who was
don't-
it? Was it? So it wasn't the person that played the role.
Sharma.
Yeah, that was a different guy. Yeah, I'll audition for it too.
Again, life's not fair.
Okay, first of all,
He
so
loves
everything,
saying that.
Johnny, wherever you head in life, don't get like that. I'm sure. She's gonna be in her trailer crying. Tarun was right.
Life's not fair.
Never forget, there's no light without darkness.
Yeah, 100%.
Even
100%.
100%. There's no clarity without chaos.
Yeah.
Even in the darkest nights, the sun will rise.
Yes. The sun will always rise
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Johnny, say something opposite of what he says.
Yeah.
Give us another quote, Tarun, and when Johnny's gonna give another one.
I want to talk about Made for Bacon.
Oh my gosh.
What is this?
I made a baking account when I was a kid and it got super popular and it's a secret. Like
I'm sorry.
96%
Try to
of
edit this
my
out.
friends don't know it exists.
Now we do.
But
I'm
it's
gonna look this
I
up.
wanna
now.
look it
She's
up.
a fantastic
I love
baker.
What?
I
That's
love
amazing.
to bake. Yeah.
Just bake or cook in general.
I like cooking now. I was a private chef when I moved out to LA.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
You
Yeah.
can't just. You said dog
She
trainer.
just
You missed
casually
private
drops
chef.
that. Yeah, she said. Wait, she said dog trainer instead of private chef. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I like moved out and I became. It was like a private chef, personal assistant, postpartum nurse job that I did, and I traveled. I was working like 96 hours a week, like 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. 7 days a week, and it was hourly. So I feel like it's like I could go to sleep or I could make more money, and so I just kept.
So
doing
were you
it.
working for like high-end clientele?
Yeah.
I want to reiterate
Wow.
this because she did not just come out here and book stuff. A lot of people think, oh, you just come out here and work, and people are going to see it like, oh, she's pretty. People just gave her stuff. She worked her butt off. It sounds like you really grinded to make ends meet. So kudos to you.
Thank you. I
That's
think
amazing. How long did you do that for?
That's wow.
like 6-8 months. I think the crazy hours was less and I was traveling with it. But I came out here and I was like, okay, there's a strike. I'm going to make as much money as humanly possible in this amount of time and then stop working for like 8 months and only focus on acting because it's hard. Like with auditions, especially the last minute stuff. I mean, even this morning and not know, I'm like, I think I can come, but I don't know.
I mean, she's
yeah,
killing it. She
because-
texted me yesterday. She goes, I might have to go to Miami tomorrow. I was like, yeah, must be nice. She goes, I forgot I even auditioned for this. Must be nice, Johnny. Must be nice.
I don't know.
Backstory for our viewers. We booked this a week in advance. I think you were booked on this, and you were up for a commercial, and so you were up. You might have to fly out today, and
Yeah.
we might have had to reschedule you, but unfortunately for you, unfortunately for us, whatever happened, and now you're here today. So
Yeah.
that's the life of an actor.
The life. Like I got a call yesterday at 10:30 and my manager was like, hey, so you have a call back at 12:45. I'm like, I don't think I did an audition for this, but I'll be there. And they're like, oh, okay. So if you book it, you need to go to Miami tomorrow. And so I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in 2 hours I'll be in Miami.
You're blowing up your
Or I'll
phone
be on
right
the
now.
flight to
They're like,
Miami.
where is she?
I'm like, my phone's off for an hour, so.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. If you like this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Life is so wild like that.
Yeah.
Because the most money I ever made from a commercial was one I never auditioned for.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
is that when you? Yeah.
I did a Microsoft Super Bowl commercial, and my agents they wanted to cast last second. My agent sent my photo, and they booked me off the photo. I
No
made the most
way.
money I've ever made.
What did you do in
And
it?
I was on set for 2 hours, and it was smiling behind the Microsoft symbol to the point where I thought I got cut off. I didn't know I made the commercial until my teeth were behind the thing. Yeah.
Stop.
So I'm just saying, like, stuff like this.
Yeah.
That's. I think it's like this business can be so disheartening at times, but stories like that, like, it's fun, you know.
I feel like every single thing I've booked, like the most successful bookings I've had have been from me scrambling to do something. Like the first voiceover commercial job I ever booked, I literally had my wisdom teeth, and I had planned my wisdom teeth for like getting them out for 3 years because I needed them. I just needed them out for so long, and I kept rescheduling it for something. And I was like, okay, I'm going to book it on Labor Day because there's no way that I'm going to get booked on Labor Day. And then I got booked the Sunday of Labor Day, and I got my wisdom teeth out the day before Labor Day. And I'm like gushing blood for like 5 days straight. And then my agent's like, yeah, by the way, you're going to have to record this. And it's like a 2-hour recording. So I go in and I'm like bleeding everywhere. But luckily they don't know because they're in like, I think they were doing the Zoom over South Korea. So I just didn't tell them. But every 30 minutes I was like, okay, I just need to go to the bathroom real fast.
They're like, this girl's a really small bladder.
Everywhere. And it's like it's always something that it's just like that.
I was telling Priya at a party, like, you have to show up for your audition. You got to just detach from it. I'm going to do a commercial next week in St. Louis. And
Let's go.
But I've done all these self-tapes, and you're just like sending it out to in a black void.
Ether.
Yeah.
And you just have to like be like, all right, I'm doing this. You can't think about it, and it's done. But you just have to get in that mindset of just doing it. So that way, you know, when you do book, you can just enjoy it. When you don't book, it doesn't affect your day-to-day.
And it's also sometimes not even about you or your talent, it's what they're looking for.
Oh,
and
most of
that,
it.
and literally you have to keep thinking about that because when you audition, you're not booking anything, it's easy to just spiral and be like, well, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I've called him so many times and be like, I'm done. Nope, I'm good. I'm out.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
It's a numbers
You
game
just
at a time
started.
too. The thing is, like, yeah, it's easy to get into that, but the other thing is, I've been good at that, where it's audition, callbacks, like, I forget it. The thing that kills me is when you're pinned or on a bail.
That's exactly. I agree.
Yeah, my
when
agent
everything's working.
Yeah,
together.
my agent goes, "Hey, man, just want to let you know you're on a bail," and I was like, now I think about it.
Yeah.
I even told my agent, I'm like, can you please not tell me that? Just tell. They're like, legally, we have to. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm here. I haven't booked out. But now that you're telling me I'm on a veil, now I think about it, right? Because now I'm like, okay, well, we'll let you know by tomorrow if you're let go, hold. And I've been on a veil maybe like 28 times or 30. I think I looked at it and I've gotten it like 12 of those, right? That means like 15 of those times you're released.
It's a good ratio, though.
That's
Yeah.
a really
I mean,
good ratio.
yeah, but it's like, it's still, you're like, dude, I was going to I was like going to go to the farmer's market, bro. Like I was just chilling today. And now I'm thinking about this gig, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part.
Yeah, well, you have to kind of embed that rejection as part of the process. Also, your voiceover stuff, I was going to talk briefly about. So how do you do voiceovers as well? Your project, you were on the Riddler podcast.
Yes, that
Yeah?
was so fun. It's funny. I think I auditioned for that, and I just did my normal voice, and then they ended up telling me, they were like, "Oh, so we're gonna change her character to like 13, actually." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." I think my voice just gave off 13-year-old vibes.
Let me hear it right now.
Hi, I'm
And that sounds like ASMR.
I'm
What is it
Chandni
called?
Shah.
ASMR. But I never thought, okay, we'll continue. I want
No,
to
and then the little kid who was playing my brother, so good. I think that was the first time he also had done a voiceover job. And he's like, "How old are you?" Because he was like listening to, I think he was playing 7 and I was playing his older sister. I'm like, he's like, "You don't look 13. And I'm like, oh.
Was he actually 7, the kid?
Yeah, he was really young. He's so
wow.
cute. The kids
Okay.
are so funny when you're on set too, because I feel like
Unfiltered.
They're the
just
best. They're so
don't-
talented.
I love it. He was having a blast. I feel like not really thinking of overthinking anything that he was reading, because this was my first voiceover job. So I'm like, well, I don't know if I should say it like this.
Kid actors freak me out because they're like mini adults.
Yes.
I've done shoots to them, and they're like 30 years old in like an 11-year-old body. It's like, what's wrong with
They're
you?
very
Yeah.
mature. I
Yeah.
remember auditioning and working with, and that's the first time I really felt like I sucked. Because
What do you
I
mean?
was doing this audition with this kid. It's like 5-year-old kid, and we had to improv a scene, and he was so talented and so adorable,
Yeah.
and he was so confident. Whatever the director would ask in the session, and I was like, I thought I was good,
So
but like you're like running laps around me, dude. Like you're so in the moment.
A lot of
you
these
know?
A-list stars, you don't understand, like they've been acting forever. Like
Since
they
they were
were
like
kids.
5,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Leo, he's been doing it
Since he was born,
DiCaprio,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah. Makes me feel good.
Also,
Makes
I
you
think
feel
kids have confidence. Like, I think younger kids have that confidence growing up when obviously, like, you're figuring yourself out. But before that, you're kind of just like, all right, fall, get back up, fall, get back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about it as much.
They don't have to they don't have to go through all the stuff in life that's drawn them down. That, like, as
Yes.
adults, we're working through all the
Yes.
conditioning and the parental aspects. It's like, I'm 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just like to play and have fun. And they're also not worried about, like, oh, if I need this gig to pay my bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? There's a pressure as an adult when you walk in. There's a quiet desperation a little bit. Like, this would really help me. I have a car payment. Like, I need,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like this dating has not come up in this episode. But as you're saying that to me, all I'm thinking is that like when I date older women, they have so much baggage, and I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, what's the
Let's
age?
unpack that.
What's the age range for older women? Because that's gonna be.
I mean, I'm sure I'm like the same way, but like if I date people who are younger, it's like, oh, they haven't been like beaten down by the world as much.
Tarun, again, what's the age range for?
Anyways, so
what's
that's
the age range for older women? You're not allowed to just throw that because that's everyone has a different perspective of what they consider older.
I mean,
women.
30 to 40.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Got it.
So you like them in their
Priya?
20s.
No, but I'm equally messed up, so I'm not. I'm probably more messed up than they are, to be honest with you. Anyways,
We're naive. No, it's okay.
made for bacon.
All my captions are like super, like 40-year-old mom, and I get called out for. I actually got
Like, did you do a lot of puns?
a lot of puns, a lot
Nice.
of like silly, like super. I just was so passionate about it.
No, but I was actually, talking to you when we were on set and just hanging out. Obviously, you're young, but you're very grounded, and there's like a maturity to you. And I think now it makes sense. You were working those many hours. You've done all these different gigs, so you're not like coming in as like a spoiled Gujarati girl, right? So that showed. Like that's why I thought you were really cool. Like it was fun to banter with you because it wasn't like I was talking to a child.
Or someone that was stuck up, because you meet a lot of people
Well, I
that
wouldn't
are
go that
like
far.
very...
She's pretty stuck up. Let's not go that. Let's not give her too much credit. You should see the way she did a pull up. Pretty stuck up.
My pull-up game is
Pull-up game was
is
good.
pretty
Yeah.
good now.
Yeah, it was.
What kind of
yeah.
movie set is this? You guys are doing pull-ups?
Yeah.
Well, because I was bored, dude. Like I was like, we're
See
sitting.
what I'm
at the-
saying? It's boring, right?
No, but it was
No,
It was
we
fun
were-
to talk
it
to
was
her.
cold,
It was
it was
really
a
cold. It was
tundra.
fun, but like if I see a pull-up bar, I kind of
Must
want to
do a
do
pull-up.
pull-ups. Yeah.
I love a good pull-up sesh.
Can you do pull-ups?
I could do one.
They're hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working.
Can you
I'm
do
working on it.
pull-ups?
Yeah.
You know, most people. I read somewhere like an average
30%?
man can't do any.
Well, you just gotta build up to it. If
I'm
you do-
trying
if
to
you-
get it on the door hinge. I can do like 3.
Well, if you're doing it on a door hinge,
That's crazy.
Really
Well, that's
hard.
climbing. She
The
does rock
climbing.
climbing, so she likes to get
Oh.
the strong.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
What got you into rock climbing?
Boys.
Yeah. Well, I met someone and
Hey,
then
I knew it. I knew it.
That's cool.
and then it's funny, when the first time I went rock climbing, I hated it. And I was like, this is what I'm never doing this again. I suck. And then I went one more time and I'm like, okay, this is 5% less stupid, but I'm still never doing it again. And then I went the third time and I'm like, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. It's so fun. It's so fun.
What do you think the transition was from hating it to loving it?
I think you use your arms so much in the beginning, you don't really think the mind-body connection, and everything was just hard. And I think if I fail at something, I'm like very competitive and a very like perfectionist person, and I was just doing terribly, and I was like, I don't really like this. And then I got just a little better, and I saw the light.
Yeah,
and
those
it's a
people-
game. It's like a game every time you go up the wall. You're like a little spider monkey just rolling up these colorful rocks.
Priya, do you rock climb?
I can't remember the last time. I think I did it like a few years ago, and it was cool. But no, I'm like super cautious about. I dance a lot, so I'm like,
You
I
would
don't
be
want no.
so good though.
I don't want no injuries. But I should.
You should come with me.
Yeah, we should do it. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
We should
Yeah.
all go rock climbing.
Yes.
I have no
I think you
interest in
might
rock
judge
climbing.
me. I'm just kidding.
No.
Why? I think why you have no interest? You like physicality. You like working out.
Yes, if you can do pull-ups.
It seems boring to me. Like I'm gonna climb a wall.
Have you tried it? Because I've done it once or twice. It's actually really
Super fun.
It is way harder than it looks.
It's so hard. But
I
it's
didn't
so
realize it. Like it does. It's humbling.
It
'Cause
is.
it's-
Yeah.
it's not as-
definitely for sure.
It's
Yeah. I
the-
was like, I
even
was
if you're
struggling.
strong and you work out, there's a thing to like this wrist and like the forearm strength
Yeah.
that people are just not used to. You're not used to holding your body weight like this, so it's.
You can like
Let's
fly
try it.
up
Let's
the
do
wall.
it.
Okay. Next
go.
podcast on the wall.
Why are you giving me those eyes?
No, you
bro?
know, like those guys with a parkour where they do like flips. Or
Okay, that's
So
different.
cool.
I'm
like-
too Indian for that. I'm not made to do
No,
that.
but I'm
That's
like,
good.
what are the point? Some of these exercises make no sense to me. I'm like, what is the point of this? So, like, you're jumping over buildings to kill yourself.
I'm a guy who needs
So
a stunt
fun.
man if I have to jump 3 steps.
I know.
I'm not
I
doing
want to
it.
do the
I'm a stunt
stunts.
guy.
I'm going to be doing the stunts when I have.
You know what's really when I got my astrology read, and he's like, do acting, but don't do your own stunts. I'm like, you can see in the chart that I suck. Like, you can see I'm a little baby. Like, are you kidding me? He's like, don't do stunts. Don't you just.
You
do
really
acting.
should on a set.
You should.
Would you say?
You should not do it.
No, I'm not trying to be Tom Cruise, dude.
I
He's
wanna
built
be
different.
Tom
Yeah, I don't want to do my own. The astrologer said the same thing to me. He's like, you're gonna have a lot of leg problems, so just don't. I'm like, all right, cool.
A lot of Indian girls do because of dancing and Bharatanatyam and stuff. Yeah.
I have had 2 surgeries on both my legs because I used to run a lot. And I was like, why? How come I've had these problems? And I think like the Indian genes, I don't think we're meant for like hardcore physical.
We were talking
we're meant
about
to
that.
walk and sleep. No, honestly, Indian people, our bodies are designed for
Meditate.
rest. Yeah, we're restful.
Meditate.
No, honest to God, I think like something about our genes, like I should not have had 2 surgeries on my legs already, you know, but for some reason, you know,
also
my
diet.
runner friends were doing the same miles I was doing. They had no problems, but for some reason my body was like breaking down.
I always say, like, compared to like society as a whole, I'm like average fit. But for like Gujarati Indian, I'm like Michael Jordan. Like,
Yeah.
I am
Yeah,
so
I feel
far
that.
above an average Gujarati guy, which is the only thing that makes me happy. But like for an average person, I'm just like a normal fit dude.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny. That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
We should wrap up. It's about 12.
Look at the stress. Are you in a trailer right now? That's right. Are you in a trailer? Are you mad? Are you upset? It's
We
bad.
rent this studio, so I got to be super aware about not pushing the boundaries here. And we love you, Podcaster Studios, by the way.
Yes.
Hey, Chandni, where can we find you on social media?
It's at Chandni Shah.
Cool. And you can find me on everything at the Pritesh Shah.
You can find me on Instagram at Meta.
And you can find me at Tarun Shetty. Guys, please follow us at the Convo Sutra. Like this, forward this to a friend, join us on Patreon. We appreciate you. And thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
was awesome.
Thanks
It
for
was
having
awesome.
me.
Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks, both of you, for doing your thing with your jean jackets.
Tarun, how'd you feel to be with three Gujaratis?
It was a bit overwhelming. I'll be
It's a
honest
lot
with you.
going on.
It was a bit overwhelming.
A lot of cheap, a lot
Lots
of
of
coupon
cheapness.
energy. A lot of, yeah.
I'm a professional.
Okay.
And we will see you guys next time. Take care.